Ever thought of making a career in field of data science? Then you must have heard about terms like data analyst, data engineer and data scientist, and it would be very confusing for a lot of new people. So I thought, let's demystify the mystery behind all these terms and make you understand what a data analyst, data scientist and data engineer does, what type of skills they require for doing their work, and who can choose this career, but with a difference. So what we'll do is we'll take a real world business examples and try to understand that how data analyst, data scientist and data engineer do their work. So let's start. Suppose there is a mobile company. You all purchase a lot of smartphones. So there are companies which are selling them, right? So mostly mobile companies sell their smartphones from their website like Amazon, Flipkart and even Japto, and distributors. So you can just go to a retailer and purchase, but the mobile company actually is selling the mobile to a distributor who is distributing it to their retailers. Now, if you are sitting in marketing department as a CMO, Chief Marketing Officer, and now trying to understand how can I increase my sales? So the problem is how to increase your sales. And now you're collecting a lot of data about your customers, who is visiting your website, who is actually purchasing from the website, who is actually purchasing from Amazon, their customer details, so you can segment their data, you can have their demographic detail, you can have their regional details, right? But there is a lot of data to analyze. You will also need to analyze which type of ad is bringing customers to my website, which type of platform is working well. So all this analysis needs to be done so that you can effectively develop your marketing strategy so that you can target the right customers. So who will do this? A data analyst sitting in your team would be working day in and day out, collecting a lot of data from your own website, from Amazon and Flipkart website, also from the distributors, that what type of mobiles are selling, what is in demand, which type of ad is working, which platform is giving us the best funnel. So all this requires a specific skills, one analysis skill. So the data analyst will need to analyze the whole data and come out with some insights. The marketing manager will ask things like, okay, tell me, my next ad should focus on which type of customers, my next ad should be on which platform, so that I can derive the maximum benefit and reduce my cost of advertising. So data analyst will have to figure that out, develop a report and develop dashboards which are visually telling a story to these top level management and also changing as new data comes in. So a hell lot of tasks. Similarly, now just take a jump from the marketing department to supply chain department of this company. So the supply chain department would also be looking at sales number, but their analysis would be different. They would be predicting demand, that how my demand will look like for specific model type, so that they can understand what is the inventory situation and do a stock out analysis. If in future there is a chance of stock out happening, so can I change my production pattern? And suppose I get that my X model is working very well and my production actually is happening on model Y. So that's not useful, right? So I have to change my production pattern and should produce more of X than Y. So who is doing this analysis? Again, a data analyst sitting there who understand more about supply chain, production, demand prediction, stock out, inventory situations, would be doing that analysis, developing the reports and developing a dashboard which tells on a daily basis that how my demand is going to change in the next few weeks and how can I align my production with my demand. We can go to finance department and we will find one data analyst sitting there who is analyzing what actually is happening according and what was our plan. So basically variance analysis of what my plan was and what actual results are and how is it going to impact my financials. Is my revenue on according to the plan, or if it is according to the plan, then is it reason wise also according to the plan? Is it product wise also according to the plan? So there's a lot of business problems in a business. So I'm just trying to give you an example that there are so many business problems which are there in business, and data which we are collecting right now can help us solve those problems. So you need people who can work on on this data problem, come out with an analysis and report, and develop visualization and dashboard for top management who can just look at those dashboard and understand overall strategic view of what is happening in the business. So now you understood a data analyst has a huge role to play in any business situation. So let's understand what type of skills a data analyst will need. Firstly, analysis skill. What type of tool you can use for this analysis? You can use any spreadsheet tool like Excel, Google Sheet. You can also use tools like SQL, Python, and you can also use Power BI and Tableau because you will be using visualization, right? Main thing which I will like to focus here is you must understand little bit of domain in the starting, and then you become more and more as a domain expert in the area in which you work. Now, what about data engineer and data scientist then? So let's look at them also. So what is data engineer role is? Data engineer plays a very crucial role. What happens now when we are talking about data analysts will need data and they will collect data from this source, that source, what is happening? There is someone who is building those sources, that database, those data lakes, where a lot of data is stored in a correct manner, which can be retrieved by the people in the organization who needs that data. Maybe data analyst, maybe sometimes directly management. So that setup of huge databases in company, so you require a knowledge of databases, you require knowledge of big data like Hadoop, Apache Spark, you require knowledge of SQL, you require knowledge of data frames. So data engineer is someone who is having a good amount of coding knowledge, good amount of knowledge on database, so mostly a software engineer with knowledge on databases. So who is a data scientist then? So in this scenario, if we take a data scientist would be a person who would be working with a strategic department in this manufacturing setup and trying to find out not only through the company's data but also through competitor data, Twitter sentiment analysis, and lot of other data which they will collect and use machine learning algorithms, use their statistical knowledge to develop predictive models like what type of mobile may sell or what are the features that company must research on. So whether the company should focus on better processing for gaming or whether they should focus on better camera. So doing competitor analysis, doing sentiment analysis, that what the customer needs, and combining all this analysis with statistics and statistical understanding and developing those big models would be the role of data scientist. So the person would be a more experienced person, have a very good understanding of mathematics and statistics, and also have a great knowledge of machine learning and AI algorithms so that they can build those models which can predict and prescribe companies what to do next in their work. So now we have a very clear line of distinction, right? A data analyst works more with business problems, which is more day-to-day business problems, like how can I increase my sales, how can I reduce my marketing cost, what type of platform I should use, do marketing, how can I avoid stock out situation, how can I do quality analysis, how could I understand whether my expenses are in line with what I have predicted. A data engineer would be helping or developing a database structure so that it's easy for any data analyst or someone else to get the relevant data from the huge amount of data which companies collecting and generating. And a data scientist will encompass all of this. They will work on business problem which will be more strategic and try to develop some predictive and prescriptive model which can help companies in building better strategy. Hopefully you are all clear about this and you can now decide what type of role you will like to go in. So let me know which area of data science you like the most, data analyst, data engineer, or data scientist. So please comment below and let me know on which topic you want your next video. Thank you.